I'm in the whip, all in the rest, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, but I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? We're set, ready? Check, 53, Mike.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. Show it up. Show it up. Check 9, check 9.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Ready? Ready? And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Here we go. 180. Express! Mike, 53. Gun. Mike, I'm on. You better bring ball trot. Mike, 50. Gun. I'm coming. Deuce.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton looking middle, and it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the... Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The 30. The 20, and this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Watch out. He's coming. We got double up.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? 180. 53, Mike. Express! Here I come. Hey! Here I come. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action here with Rosen sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do, put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Gun. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check the backer. Check.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That's it. What do you need? Here we go. Express. Watch motion. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 13.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun. Check 53.
Now Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Record.
On 3rd down, Rosen gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After the sack on 1st down, Rosen complete, the tight end Kelsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now it's Rosen looking. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Here's Rosen to throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You don't want it. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Rosen off the play action, rolling to his right, and going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
80.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Sponge! No! Check. Shift. 36. Express!
This is McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Check 53's Mike. All day. Check 31. Mike, 53. Mike. Okay.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Wright's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Rosen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Going deep here for Watkins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ready? Check 53 is light. Watch the slant. Watch.
McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the 38, Newton is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Back.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4. Down territory if they didn't pick it up, but
yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Check 52.
On first down, Samuels at a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
SOS. 20. Hey, turn it up. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch it.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
53, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They come up in an offset eye.
Tight dog. Hey, switch gears. Express! On me. 53's the mark.
They'll run with Samuels. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rosen will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now it's Rosen. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Bandit.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 40-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it's Rosen. He'll try, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Rosen. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey. What's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Check. 53's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Hey, alert 3. Watch twist.
Be crippled.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey!
Go. 53's the Mike.
Now it's the backup Greer. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Alex Okafor, his second sack of the night. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, quarter. Right there. Hey! Wahoo! 54 Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
To throw is Rosen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Defense wins championships, baby. No. Off. Hey, quarter.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been. A glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now this throw caught left side. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On play action, Rosen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2.
It's coming this way. Here we go. Right there.
Rosen to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Check 24.
Here's Samuels again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Indy. They're running it. 5. Three buzz.
Get it.
From the gun on third down, Greer gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Pick it up, D. Check safety. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Hey, Echo.
And Greer's going to throw it. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Let him know.
Hey, box truck.
56, the mock, boys, 56.
Throwing on third down, Greer. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Everyone, you got four down. Watch 38. Monk's 56. Let's go.
They snap it to Greer. And it is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Off the play fake, here's Rosen, rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rosen off the play action. And he's going to go down again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuels, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City,